everybody, and welcome to this video. This was a requested video. One of my subscribers wanted me to do a flip through of this book that I found at the charity shop, An Old-Fashioned Christmas in Illustrations and Decorations. Let's see, I think they're from, oops, is it going to focus? No, it's not, so I'll put you over here while I read. There's over 250 captioned illustrations, including the very first Christmas card, and 2 special wintertime alphabets are in here. So I just thought I'd take you through. And when was this published? I don't think it says. Oh yeah, 1975, before I was born. So everything in here is black and white, which was obviously probably what these pictures were originally. Oh yes, 1875. So yes, they were what they were originally printed as. Just trying to see, is this the first card? No. I'll try and let you know what I can see about these pictures. I think it's just a big long spiel about what this book is about. But I love these old prints from the 1880s. This was such a good find. This was just on the Christmas table at one of my op shops. Because I'm collecting, you probably noticed I've been buying and collecting vintagey sort of pictures and things. This is for a future, well, couple of vintage themed journals. From the Illustrated London News, 1860. One thing about this book, it is such a shame it's double-sided, because I'd like to use obviously both sides, and I'm going to have the tricky thing of having to choose what illustration to use. But they are so clear. So detailed. It's beautiful. If you're into this oldie worldy stuff. Oh, looks like they're having a snow fight. The well-to-do people of society by the looks of all their clothing. The snowball of the season. Ah, the snowball. I was thinking a ball as in you dress up and you like a dance. Not the actual snowball in the picture. Oh. If there had been 2 of these, I would have got them. One to cut up and one to just admire. Gosh, I didn't know they had sleigh races back then, but obviously they did. How the horses didn't slip over, I have no idea. So by the looks of it, most of these are from Harper's Weekly, which I presume was the society magazine of the times. Gosh, how you'd ice skate with all your skirts, with all your hoop skirts as a female. It looks like a nightmare. Oh. Ah, Christmas decorations by Jack Frost. Oh, this one's from Hans Christian Andersen. Uh, 1907, so obviously things have changed because toys, kids' toys seem to be a focus. Look what's on that Christmas tree. What have they got? All the kitchen equipment. They obviously couldn't afford decorations, so they've pretty much slung up all sorts: socks, stockings, graters, all sorts of bits and pieces. That's quite funny. And I'm guessing they're little elves who probably stole all those stuff. I'm sure there's a story about that. Christmas story about that. Gosh, people put the Union Jack on their Christmas tree. That's very patriotic. Back in the 1870s. Oh, that's a big family. Look at all the kids. And they look like they've got half their kitchen utensils on the Christmas tree as well. That's interesting. With the piñata type thing, and they actually look like they're greasing the floor so that she slips over as she's swinging it around. That would be quite entertaining, actually. I think we've got more health and safety conscious. It's probably how they did it in the old days. It'd be a lot more fun seeing people slip slide everywhere before health and safety went mad in these modern times. Looks like one of the archangels there. I'm not sure who this dude is. Maybe he's an elf by the looks of him. Actually, I think he might be to do with a European tradition, because it's not Santa or Father Christmas that comes, it's someone else. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. One of the earliest Santa pictures. Famous Christmas picture by Thomas Nast or Nast. Never heard of the guy. Ah, here he is again. Oh, he must have been one of the original artists that drew Santa back in the day, in the 1870s. That's interesting. Now, who has stayed up as a kid and waited for Santa to come? I remember, gosh, I was in primary school, I'm not sure, I was probably about 5, and my friend and I decided we were going to stay up and report back to each other after Christmas to see if we'd seen Santa, but we both fell asleep. I think most kids dream about doing that. Oh, that's cute. I've just figured out what's going on. He's testing Santa Claus's generosity, so he's got his sock, or his stocking, which was in those days his sock, and he's now just put his overalls, whatever that is, his under nightshirt, tied up the ends to make extra stockings, hoping that Santa will fill that up too. Very ingenious, child, very ingenious. Yeah, I think if I was a kid and I found Santa that close to me and waking me up in bed, I think I'd freak out as a kid and scream my little heart out. It's a tiny bit creepy. So it was in the 1880s that you used to first be able to ring Santa up and put in your wish list. Gosh, that was late. I mean early, sorry. That was early on in the piece. Geez, look at that freaky jack-in-the-box over there. A bit scary for a kid. Oops. The first Christmas movies. Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And now it looks like we're on to the gift catalogues, yes. These are what the kids would have been asking Santa for in the early 1890s. And these are just other smaller illustrations. From some guy called Washington Irving in 1875, never heard of him. He's probably some famous artist back in the day. Oh, the story of the holly sprig. What's that at the sign of Christmas trees? Oh, so it must be an old story. Ah, a complete facsimile of the first illustrated edition of The Night Before Christmas. Ah, it looks like it's got the whole story. That's kind of cool. A shortened version of it. We're nearly coming to the end. I know this has been a long one. Oh yeah, this must be still a more modern version of The Night Before Christmas. And we've got different borders, snowflakes. Gosh, who knew there were so many types of snowflakes? And then lettering. Lettering. He looks more like a wizard than he does Santa. Right, we're on the last couple of pages. Ah, so that's where that car came from. Into Absent Friends. I've completely missed the first Christmas card design, but it was in there somewhere. And that is it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.